not badass. Okay. No one truly take over me. So the genuine ones, moments, intentions. I truly hope all is well in your end, and I truly hope that you continue to find peace within regards to who gave up on you or overlooked you in your journey. I love to talk about love. Healing, trauma, and pain is not a race or an overnight process, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions in regards to who gave up on you or overlooked you in your journey. You matter and you are worthy. My content is not for everyone. It's not. No, I'm the shade of it. My content's not badass. Okay. It's not. Love is real. Love is one of a kind with the right one that's really for you. You know, beauty lied within. A direction when someone least expected they was being pointed in the right direction. The unconditional love is different, overcoming the storm. Someone walked into your life to make your day more bright. The energy is different. It was never competition. It was never lust. The energy is different. That energy is different. Even when you get lost in your words, someone didn't have to throw spork at you to get your time and day when it comes to your vocabulary. The energy is different when it comes to your boundaries today. You know, becoming the man or woman that you are, allowing yourself to understand that you are beautiful, you are worthy, you are handsome, you are smart, you are worthy of someone loving you right the first time around. Not one lie was told. Who would know the love you like was to try to get physical with you, emotionally, physically, verbally? Who would have knew that your past reflection doesn't live in your reality today? Someone truly showing you. Hold on 1 second. Let's do this for all the right reasons. You know, even when you get lost in your words, someone heard you, saw you, and actually expected you to acknowledge you. Overcoming the storm, who would have knew that true love was not supposed to be hurtful? Someone is showing you why you came out your comfort zone and God didn't tell a lie. Y'all may not pray the same, but miracles do happen when you least expect it, being pointed in the right direction. Someone fixing your crown, the energy is different. The outside world would never understand how. Someone got you emotionally available, bringing balance into your life, who would have knew? Communication when it comes to common sense, actually someone should be being faithful. Wow. That hits different. You know when you're passing in your reality today? Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. Someone bringing peace into your life. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because moments, the energy is different. Only to realize true love was never complicated. It was never competition when it came to real love. Someone meeting you halfway. Only for you to realize the hold on 1 second. Someone actually meant what they said that day. Yeah, they came from poverty and pain, trauma and pain. They've been in a mental health mindset of almost losing themselves, but they understood that testimony. They wasn't escaping themselves. They found themselves to understand growth when it comes to maturity. A chapter they willing to relate to at the end of the day. Someone meeting them halfway and treating them properly. You know, two people meeting each other halfway, coming from two different worlds. Who would have knew that someone could truly care for you, being your biggest cheerleader, up close and personal, behind closed doors? That energy is different. Coming as you are, like how God would accept you. When you ain't got malicious intentions, that energy is different. Someone truly bringing the best out of you. Imagine walking to the right person's arms. Someone loving you down properly the first time around, and God didn't tell a lie because God allowed you to feel comfortable when it comes to this chapter. They said healthy love ain't real. They say fairy tales ain't real. But someone was truly keeping the real. Your heavenly father and mother was actually showing you at the end of the day. God was never for likes and views or clout chasing or fame. When someone said, hold on 1 second, I'm very so much thankful that God allowed us to understand why we met. To have an even exchange. You know, when you first start talking to somebody, it sounded too good to be true. Only about someone wasn't willing to match and switch up on you. It was that confidence type of love because someone came out their comfort zone, almost gave up on the love department, only was the hold on 1 second. They had one more relationship in them. And they said, God, if this ain't the person, hey, just set my ass down. I don't need to be talking to nobody. Just maintain my smile. I want to be happy. Only to realize that God didn't tell a lie because you was happy with self. You was finding yourself in certain chapters in your life when you least expect to overcome in that testimony. When you're passing in your reality, something that you wasn't running from. Growth. The man and woman that you're becoming made you who you are today. Even when you're passing how to respect you, it was lust. It wasn't respect. The disrespect was loud. They wanted to rob you mentally, physically, spiritually, even financially. Only as a hold on 1 second, God still maintained your smile. It was a lesson, but you still was the blessing. They would never understand why God was really protecting your mental health, understanding your heart today, how God was showing you not to get physical another day. Hurting yourself with your own words. That's why God allowed you to see you wasn't walking blindside because you had faith within you to understand why that door opened for all the right reason why God chose you. God gave you access to keys. They would never understand your point of view. God fixed your crown. Wow. You're beautiful, you are handsome, you're worthy. You was worthy of choosing you to love you, to understand that someone can truly show you healthy, unconditional love. You know, not having a cake and eat it too. Someone being faithful you the first time around and you fall was from the food. The energy is different. Someone was truly actually feeding you food for thought. Emotionally available. Who would have knew they wasn't trying to do you wrong because you was truly smart? Someone wasn't trying to shortchange your vision when it comes to your future, because at the end of the day, you wanted somebody to be by your side to actually respect you, and someone was really showing you why God allowed them to see the light to be in your life, not to take their kindness or weakness. No, the cheater made the first time around. It's straight love for me. That ain't just different. You know, because true love is not complicated. Someone wanted to grow old with you. They say fairy tales not real, but that childlike energy within you, being that adult, it truly came out on it with the right person by your side. And they didn't have to kick you down. Imagine walking into someone's life and y'all becoming a team. You know, it wasn't just I and team, it was two people being on the same page that, hold on a second, whatever we desire, we could become one. That vision is different when you truly pray to go within to understand how God allowed you to see a healthy relationship was a truly reflection of two people showing up for each other, actually paying attention. You know, my content is not for everybody. You gained a lover, a best friend, a business partner. Everybody's not ready for marriage, but God didn't tell a lie, let alone a baby carriage. But God didn't tell a lie when it came to this chapter, saying I do to the right person. It went from 1 year to 2 years to 3 years to 4 years to 30 years. You put a name in your book when it comes to healthy memories. Healthy memories became a dream come true. Imagine praying for somebody only for them to be in existence. Now hold on a second. It feels like deja vu. Now and the change on you don't for real, because all they want to do is maintain your smile. No, for real. You know when the right person walks into your life, that's all they want to do. They want to show you why you came out your comfort zone. They just want every day to get better. Like the next chapter. And it's just different. They said there's no chapter that's perfect in life. But when you got the right person by your side, God would never tell a lie. We lose family members. We lose loved ones. We lose friends. And sometimes we may lose the love of our life. It depends on what season. But when you have the right person in your life that you're able to grow old with, that you're able to create memories with, that brings you the healthy balance, that brings you that smile that nobody can uplift within you, the one that you hide from the world, the one that you say, you know what, I don't want to hide you from the world, the one that makes you feel at the end of the day, I can't hide how I feel. I have to express myself to keep it real. I could express myself in that last chapter when I was dealing with that last person and their pain, or I was dealing with that person in their mind games, or I was dealing with that person when he's projecting lust, and they said at the end of the day they wanted to shortchange me of a vision they can relate to. Showing up. Only for you to realize that, hold on a second, God was truly keeping up. God was keeping up knowing that you just overcame a storm when it comes to your testimony. God allowed you to see that, hold on 1 second. They said something that was a non-existent became an existence. Someone truly loving you right the first time around. And now what I was told. Now, in the take on my concept right, that's okay. You know, someone wasn't trying to play a game with you. You understood right from left. Someone wasn't wearing a mask. You knew about someone's whereabouts. Someone that have you worry at the end of the day, even when it wasn't in your presence, regardless how far away they was. You know, it didn't matter what zip code, continent, country. Did I say it already? Just different subjects at the end of the day. How it doesn't matter about someone's tax bracket. How someone can truly just walk into your life and show you why that unconditional love started with them when you chose you. How someone showed you while maintaining your smile. Just made your day every single day moving forward when it comes to that journey. You know, you're able to make yourself happy. You're able to do things for yourself mentally, emotionally, financially. But it was more so of a blessing and balance when someone walked into your life and they truly acknowledge you. It wasn't lust. It wasn't malicious intentions. It wasn't to shortchange you of a vision when it comes to your future. Something that you always pray for. every little girl, I'm not too sure about the boys though. No, I haven't changed on me. I'd rather say men when they get to a certain age or teenagers. Somebody in some place in their journey always dreams of that fairy tale happy ending love. And it was never for acting, it was never for likes and views or cloud chasing or fame. It was someone walking into your life and actually showing you, hold on one second. You showed me growth, you showed me change, you showed me why I believe in love. You showed me why I was able to come out of my comfort zone to understand balance and understand that I am worthy of someone meeting me halfway. You showed me why that my past isn't living my reality today. You showed me why that not everybody's the same. Not everybody out here playing with sport to get your time and data, to get your free will. Not everybody's out here trying to rob you mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, or trying to paint a hate crime towards you. There is innocent people with genuine, beautiful hearts, regardless of their upbringing. They have a journey, but they know how to walk into someone's life and be someone's safe place. And it was never for likes and views or cloud chasing, let alone a dollar. Because you cannot buy true love. You can't. My content is not for everybody, and that's okay. I'm not your genuine respect, and my content is not for everybody. To the genuine ones, I hope all is well in your end. Healing, charm, and pain is not a race overnight process. Protect your energy, protect your family, and stay out of trouble. When God sends the right people into your life, regardless to what relationship it is, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. It doesn't matter what community it is, and I say it respectfully. They don't look at you like competition. They don't have hate or jealousy or envy towards you. And they don't have to project spell work towards you, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding, regardless to how ranking someone is, or regardless if someone just started their spirituality or not at the end of the day. Someone walks into your life genuinely. They respect you with no malicious intentions. That elevation when it comes to growth is different. It didn't matter about someone living in poverty or pain or not. Because someone living in poverty or pain or not, they can walk into an individual's life and be so authentic and not have hidden motives to project a hate crime towards somebody, not have hidden motives to gather up folks in different tax brackets that those stoic at somebody, or to have the mindset of energy harvest someone's energy, or even try to destiny strike with somebody, or gang stalk somebody, or have the next door neighbor different tax brackets or whatever the case may be, try to kick somebody down. Because someone just decided to say, I'm going to plot a hate train towards somebody because of the fact that I don't like the fact that someone knows how to hold themselves accountable. I don't like the fact that someone knows how to choose themselves. I don't like the fact that someone knows how to walk these streets alone and they're doing it by themselves, or because of the fact that someone said that they're willing to change their circumstances and become their best self version of themselves. Come from poverty and pain. Did it matter? No. Someone didn't want someone to maintain a smile. Someone could be more spiritually gifted than you or more talent than you or something. It's disgusting to see how folks will have the mindset of saying, you know what, I'm going to project spell work towards you. I'm going to kick you down. I'm going to energy harvest off your energy. I'm going to dim your light and I'm going to paint you out to be somebody that you're truly not. The person with potential. When God sends the right people into your life, they act at their body weight and help their shoe size. Not a light told, hold on one second, never competition. I'm not a hater. We're not the same. That energy is different. When you fall from a hater, when the right people walk into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. They're not gathering up to be part of the hate train because someone lacks self-control when it comes to discipline. Or because someone decided to speak up for themselves. You dead ass wrong, now you want to do somebody wrong. And the trade on me, my content's not right, that's okay. I would never hurt myself good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. You know, when you're being threatened that nobody will ever hear your voice, you telling the truth, or you're being threatened that you're being shadow banned when it comes to the internet, even reality, because people pay people to get them out of certain situations or to feed someone's high, just to try to dim your light. How this type of stuff actually happens, or because someone wants to make sure that you don't elevate in life, and all because of the fact that they disrespected you and they did you wrong, and they said because you walk these streets alone, ain't nobody's going to believe you. So they decide to gather a hate train, and they decide to gather folks from your past and different communities or whatever case may be to go up against you, all because you was willing to choose you. I would never hurt myself good day, bad day, misunderstanding, and I'm far from a hate, and I say that respectfully. You're not wrong for speaking up for yourself when someone projects and says and threatens your life that nobody's going to hear you. I'm not aging and respecting my content is not for everybody. I do not play with spoiler, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, and I don't run from he say, she say conversations, and I say that respectfully. I don't gang store people. I don't project spoke, and I don't enjoy myself my neighbor's energy, and I don't destiny strike with people. And one thing I don't do is run from my past because it's making me the woman that I'm becoming today. And I say that respectfully. Folks be out here acting their shoe size. They gotta get this person this tax bracket to try to dim the light of an innocent person. Someone truly has confidence. You try to weather a storm in an innocent person's life, but you didn't understand how they was repping themselves right, being a biggest chili when you want to do them wrong. You have to gather a hate train against an innocent person, or because you lack self-control when it comes to discipline, or the hate and animosity within you. Talking about you so rough at the end, but you forgot to keep it truthful. You forgot to heal that wound that was bothering you. Because why are you so mentally unstable at the end of the day, bothering an innocent person who not respect you, who knew how to respect you? You showing that you got hate, jealousy, and envy within you. You see somebody with potential, understanding growth that you don't understand and relate to. You try to project somebody, get locked up, put them in a psych board, have them robbed mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, even have them homeless, all because of your lies. And then when they speak up for themselves, they dead ass wrong. You didn't want God to fix their crime, you want them to frown. While God was trying to maintain a smell. Not one time that they have to worship the devil. Hold on 1 second, we all not the same. I ain't got hate in my bed, I just know I respect my neighbor. Even when you try to weather the storm and hang your life, I just hope that you find peace within, just stay in your lane. Have a savior day, even weak and humanity worthy. I love the woman that I am in. I love the woman that I am within my own skin. Regardless who tries to disrespect me, tries to blackmail me. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I always did, regardless of what next door neighbor in any tags bracket. I say this respectfully. I work alone, and I always have when it comes to my creativity. Regardless of who hacked my devices, who's trying to blackmail me against me, who's trying to project a hate crime towards me, who's trying to put me in a situation that I didn't sign up for, I would never hurt myself, and I don't live in fear. And I say that respectfully. How folks be in the background trying to make sure that you get homeless. They be in the background doing sport right to left to do you wrong. Or because you was being your authentic self, speaking up for yourself. I was far from mentally ill. Everybody has good and bad days, misunderstanding days. You may have a headache today, but does it actually show? You may have pain in your leg and your arm at the end of the day. Your legs ain't swollen, but you actually feel it. Folks can't relate to you at the end of the day because they can't see it. But you didn't have to lie. It be the train of thought from how people pick and choose who they want to bully. Because they lack self-control when it comes to discipline, trying to do the next person wrong, or because you lack self-control when it comes to discipline. Not just hope and pray that nobody do that to your child or whoever's in your life at the end of the day. I hope we continue to maintain a smile and truly heal to go within. Believe innocent people alone. We ain't the same. I'm far from a hater. Always be yourself with no intentions. When God sends the right people into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you, no intentions. They don't project spirit towards you. The elevation hits different when it comes to growth. Hey, you, neighbor, on them, yellow. No, for real. They act in their body weight, the shoe size. They wasn't running from their past. The energy is different when it comes to maturing. They wasn't putting you in competition because it was never competing. Someone still trying to overcome trauma and pain. You would never understand that. Hold on 1 second. They wasn't trying to disturb the next person's peace. They just actually knew how to understand self-control to stay in their lane. They were just rooting their neighbor on. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. That elevation hits different when you got the right folks around you. I'm far from a hater. I would never hurt myself regardless who's in the background trying to rob me mentally, physically, spiritually, even financially. Even trying to make me homeless, and I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Whoever's in the background doing spoke or whatever the case may be, I do not live in fear, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself and know its intentions. I'm nice and respect, and I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. Regardless who doesn't believe me or not, I'm not here for you to believe me, because God sees me. Peace and respect, you never stop the ones. You better run all them, you like go, you never know them, you like. And I don't worship the devil, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. Gang stalking is real until it's your household, and you're not doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing. Jealousy and envy and hate is really real. And it's disgusting. It really is. And that don't live within me. And I say that respectfully. No matter your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, your age, regardless if you came from poverty or pain or not, I know how to respect my neighbor. But I'm not wrong for speaking up for myself. When my neighbor said my voice is not going to matter because they decide to step on my toes and I let shit slide for so long. And then as soon as I speak up for myself, I'm dead ass wrong. Trying to paint out to be somebody I truly wasn't. Try to humble me. But God already humbled me at the end of the day. Something that you can't relate to is going with an extra hill. Healing trauma pains on a race overnight process. Always be yourself with no misintentions. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. And loving yourself is not a crime. And I say that respectfully. The right people see you, hear you, and respect you. Regardless of his background and trying to blackmail you or shadow ban you or whatever the case may be. They gotta pay this person to find out your next move, what you're doing, or whatever the case may be. You got people gang stalking you and all this weird stuff. But you say I'm slow, stupid, and retarded, and I'm crazy. And a trait though for me. If you gotta gang stalk somebody, it tells a lot about your character traits, let alone you going stellar. Why would you do that? Someone wasn't even bothering you. All because they was doing speaking the truth. So that you couldn't fulfill what's going within. Keeping it real. I'm nice and respected. I would never hurt myself. Today is currently July 9th, 2025. Always be yourself, no misintentions. Peace and respect, you never stop the lights. You better know, dim your light, go, you never dim your light. I gotta go wash this out now. I gotta go. Always be yourself, no misintentions. It's not a crime to be authentic. Of course, it's gonna bother someone's sight and day with whole their lives. They want you to dim like to get discouraged, but God was really treating you right. Even on that empty stomach, they would never understand overcoming the storm. The unconditional love is different. You didn't have hate in your vein. You knew how to respect your neighbor even when you didn't know how to weather your own storm. But God gave you balance not to do yourself wrong. We may not pray the same. I knew I respect my neighbor. They had malicious intentions. At the end of the day, then mad they tags back with their bad habits. God fixed my crown. They didn't understand why I ain't wild out to be a crash out. We holding out the same, and I say that respectfully. Regardless, we come from poverty, pain. Especially a two-way street. Who would have knew? God was for keeping it real. God was never for likes and views or cloud chasing. Or love on fame, and I say that respectfully. Regardless of who believes me or not. God was not for sale. Just like your soul ain't for sale, we ain't the same. I don't worship the devil. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. It's kind of funny how folks will say that you don't got potential, but they watch you every move so tuned in, but can't put respect on your name, trying to paint you out to be the fool, the villain in their story. But the energy is different because God will always give you the praise at the end of the day. Overcoming the testimony wasn't a mistake. The unconditional love started with that. When they try to mislead you, blindsided. The right people will truly pour into you. Show you at the end of the day, you go in the right direction when it comes to your faith. Always be yourself with no intentions. Peace and respect, you never stop the lights. Nobody, loved one, a mother or father, should never have to lose a child or a family member due to someone's lack of self-control or discipline because someone wants to plot a hate crime towards somebody or someone wants to rob somebody mentally, physically, spiritually, even financially. And I say that respectfully. Until it's your household, then you understand at the end of the day, nah, I ain't on that same type of level at the end of the day, but you never have to wait till it's your household screaming justice at the end of the day. And I say that respectfully. Stop the violence. I'm nice on respect, and I don't want you to that with good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I would never reach out to you. Individuals will try to paint themselves to be me at the end of the day, and it's not me. And I say that respectfully. Gang stalking is real. Folks hack devices. Folks gang stalk you. Energy harvest off your energy. Try to even destiny swipe at you. Got your next door neighbor telling you every move like a bad habit. Didn't matter their tax bracket. And as soon as you speak up for yourself, they said that you dead ass wrong. And they try to paint you out to be a crazy person. I don't live in fear. I'm far from paranoid. And I say that respectfully. And I don't care who don't believe me at the end of the day. Because God knows the facts. And one thing I learned from is my past, we ain't the same. Being an adult, honestly changing, growth to better myself. Didn't matter my tax bracket, coming from poverty and pain. You know, it doesn't matter if you're an entrepreneur or not. When you want better for yourself, of course you're going to have folks in the background throwing smoke at you. Of course you're going to have folks trying to dim your light and have so much excuses why they don't like you. And you have to do nothing to them. But when you're an entrepreneur or not an entrepreneur, when you start a goal or you start to make your dream come your reality or whatever it is that you start to do in your life, just like starting to cook or something, never lose the vision. Regardless, at the end of the day, the people that don't like you, here they paying attention. But the right people at the end of the day is watching you, not overlooking you. The energy is different. It's never competition. Jealousy and hate and envy is real. Never stop being real with self. When you truly go within, understand unconditional love started within. You know, healing, trauma, and pain is not a race overnight process. But never lose the vision of loving you because someone overlooked you. Or someone trying to project fear in you because they know how to respect you. I'm Naya, genuine respect, and my content is not for everyone. Today is currently July 9th, 2025. Peace and respect, you never stop the voice. You anywhere, don't dim your light. No, you never don't dim your light. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Loving yourself is not a crime, and I say that respectfully. God sends the right people into your life, especially a two-way street. I would never hurt myself when I say it respectfully. Thank you for your time. Have a good evening.